The Queen of Granada, by M. Riff. Chapter 154, The Rope. A moment passed before Rita heard the antique dealer's footsteps and his walking stick slowly moving along the wooden floor of the kitchen. The sound reminded her of the sound of the infamous pirate Long John Silver's wooden leg and crutch as he strolled on the deck of his ship. He flicked on the kitchen light, which seeped through the hatch's cracks and partially lit the stairs. Rita cast an anxious glance around to see if there were crawling snakes, spiders and scorpions. It didn't, but she couldn't be sure if it did further down, where it was still pitch black. In a way, comparing an antiques dealer to a pirate was not entirely unjustified, as both were ruthless treasure hunters. One robbed grave to get his hands on valuables, the other robbed the ships for the same purpose. The antique dealer, still tapping his stick and limping, headed toward Rosen's bookcase, filled with medical handbooks. It was clear he intended to search for the specific book they sought. Just then, one of his henchmen entered the kitchen, announcing, "Boss, I've combed the entire house. I couldn't find her." Before long Rita heard the third man approaching. He joined the two and said, "I thoroughly searched for the Volkswagen, but I couldn't find her or the book." He then added, "But I did find this under the cabinet." He held up a ball of yarn that Espanto had pushed in there. The antique dealer took it and examined it, saying, "A ball of yarn? Quite intriguing." After a moment of thought, he continued, "It seems she might have considered exploring the catacombs' hidden world underneath our feet." Suddenly, an eerie silence fell over them, as if they had vanished from the scene. Rita was sure they had noticed the hatch in the floor and were standing there, probably pointing at it with sly smiles on their faces. She turned and looked at the two knots at the ends of the rope that pierced the hatch and acted as a handle. It was clear they had grabbed it and were slowly lifting the hatch with the intention of surprising her. And she was right. In an instant, the hatch flew open above her, flooding the area with blinding light. Rita sprang to her feet and rushed down the stairs, but her escape was halted. One of the men managed to reach out and grab the strap of her school bag. It seemed like the game was over. He could easily wrench the bag from her grip and slam the hatch shut on her head. Summoning all her strength, Rita firmly planted her feet on the stair's edge and pulled the school bag toward herself. The man was caught off guard, squatting near the opening. He lost his balance and tumbled down the stairs, past Rita, and into the darkness below. He cried out for help, sounding as if he were trapped in a deep well. "Help! Get me out of here!"